Hello and welcome to the 15th Tribal Council of Surviving 1984 Director's Cut. I am here with the remainder of the Merge Tribe. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
All right, so Hunter, I'm going to give you the infamous question about the immunity win that you received. Would you like to explain what the challenge was for the people watching?
Sure. It was like a game board. We all had to start on either space 1 through 6, and then each space had two options of games they could choose to move forward on the game board besides spaces 1 and 6. And I happened to be in space 1. So I only had one option the entire way up and somehow got to the end without having to battle until the final round and then won with a 5-letter word around my house. Yeah.
So we saw you win immunity at the end of the challenge. Do you feel like you needed that immunity win, or do you think you would have been okay either way?
I mean, I've gotten votes at the last two tribal councils, so it's definitely nice to have immunity.
Alrighty. Hearn, so it's clear that you were the last Murphy remaining in the game, and we saw that you won immunity last tribal council. Do you think that that puts a target on your back, and do you feel vulnerable tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Quack Quack sitting duck right here. So, I mean, I think that there are cracks in kind of the Davis. Obviously, Hunter received 2 votes last round. Livingston didn't cast 2 votes. So I think it would be foolish to play a tribal game at this late stage because, you know, if you go with your tribe to the end, then you might get 5th and 4th, respectively. So, I mean, I hope people can see the use that I have as a vote. I hope that you guys, you know, see me as a Davis and not as a Murphy. And I hope you guys consider keeping me around.
So moving on to Constance, talking about the Murphy-Davis divide, do you think that the divide is still there? And if it
You cut out Blake Murphy.
all
You
five
cut off for a second. I
Davises-
couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said, speaking of the Murphy-Davis divide, do you think that the divide is still there? And if so, do you think it is going to remain intact tonight where all 5 Davises vote together? Or do you see some cracks like Hearn is talking about?
So let's kind of keep it 100 a little bit. You know, everything is really being based off tonight. In relation to the fact that, in my personal opinion, I feel like that one of us 6 has the last idol of the season. And I do feel like that in my personal game, not sure how everyone else is feeling. In my personal game, I don't believe that there is a Murphy Davis division for me. I've openly always told anybody that they're more than capable of having a conversation with me and telling me what they feel because I'm an open person. I do agree with the fact that, you know, especially in a stage like this, you kind of do have to start thinking for yourself because I've been doing that since the beginning. So, you know, it just all depends on how other people perceive the game and the way that they feel about their game. But for me, like, I don't really feel like that I'm in a Murphy Davis division. I feel like I've played a pretty equal playing field.
All right. So Brian, we saw you play an idol a couple tribals ago and got no votes. Do you think that moving into tonight being the last night to play an idol, we could see one come out? Or do you think tonight is going to be just cut and dry?
I mean, based on like how it's been narrowed down through idol clues and just through guesses in general, I definitely think that idol's been found. So I definitely think that since tonight's the last, I mean, at least to everyone's knowledge, that tonight's the last night to use it. I think it's definitely going to come out tonight. It's just a question of who has it. So I think everyone has been planning that an idol is going to come out tonight. It's just a matter of who has it.
Awesome. So Ben, this late into the game, is the vote more so about who you are voting out of the game, or is it more about who you keep in the game to get your way to the end?
It's definitely about a little bit of both. I mean, jury management's a huge part of the game. I mean, the game's not
it's not our game, it's not the winner's game, it's the jury's game. At the end of the day, they give the title of Sole Survivor away. So just as much as you need to think about who you carry to the end, you also need to think about who you put on that jury, and how you put them on the jury.
Awesome. So Jake, knowing that
You cut out again, Blake.
the fire making challenge is upon us, do you feel like that is going to put any impact into tonight's vote, or what factors do you put into the vote this late in the game?
I think that's a big factor, just because, you don't want to get all the way to Final Four and then go into a competition and lose. So you definitely want to think about who's there that you can beat, but also who's there that is going to bring you to the end no matter what anyways. But for this vote tonight, I think it's just about what's going to set you up to give you the best chance to make it to the end. That's what the vote goes, but that's what goes into the vote tonight.
Awesome. So with that being said, does anybody else have anything to say before we get to the vote? Alrighty, if everybody can go to their production chat and confirm their vote for me, I will be back when I have all of them written down.
I want to give a shout out to Pietro in my production chat and everyone watching.
I'll give a shout out to Rose if you're watching. Thanks for the banana idea, and also everyone else in my production chat.
I would also like to give out a shout out to my production chat members. You guys have been my rock this entire time, so let's feel the hern.
I want to shout out the production team itself and my best friend Grace. It's been a pleasure playing this game. If it's me tonight, one of the best games I've played. So.
All right, I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, tonight is the last night you can play it.
Wow, Blake, a lot of people have been wondering why I was so paranoid to play the idol at Final 10, and that was because I had 2 idols in my pocket at the time. So tonight, since it's the last night to use it, I'm going to be playing my idol. And hopefully no one voted for me, but if they did, I got the idol.
Alrighty, this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Brian will not count. I will read the votes. First vote, Hearn. Jake. Ben. It's 1 vote Hearn, 1 vote Jake, 1 vote Ben. Hearn. It's 2 votes Hearn, 1 vote Jake, 1 vote Ben, 2 votes left. The 15th person voted out and the 7th member of our jury. Hearn. Hearn, do you have any final words?
Yeah, I honestly don't understand the point of leading me on to believe that you guys would break up, but that's fine. I will affect it into my jury statement. I'm not going to leave any harsh words now. I'm going to wait for the final tribal council, which is the proper area to point them out. Jake, I voted for you just in case of an idol play. Obviously, Brian's a little bit of a snake, and
Fair.
no words. Good game, guys. Have fun.
Hearn, you
Bye,
played a
Michael.
great game. We loved having you, and
You really cut out my goodbye.
And Blake
Cool.
cuts out.
I do mean what I said, though. It's been a pleasure playing with you, regardless.
It's fine.
alrighty, with the final 5 now in place, who knows what's going to happen next? So with that being said, you will find out what your next immunity challenge is very shortly.